Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Right now it's Sunday, January the 21st, the year 2018. Weekly opening gap. I know this video's being shot a little later than normal, but hey, it's football playoffs. And the Patriots won, and the Eagles won. The two teams that I was pulling for. And we're going to talk about the weekly opening gap. And of course, I put up the money and risk management screen for those people who are just tuning in for the first time, just to show you what you need to know about risk and your position size and your stop loss. Let's get right to it. The weekly gap. We can see many gaps have filled. It looks like the euro is trying to fill the gap. You see there was a 49 pip gap. We've got a few others. Last week they all filled. So once again, it's one of those trades you can almost take it to the bank. You can almost drain the bank with it. Just something to be aware of. And we can look at the daily chart, and you can see right here what price is done. You can see there's a huge gap up on the euro. Right now we're 40 pips below the open. And so far we don't really have any ranges. We're still in the Asian session. You can see here 46 pips, so we barely have a rat zone. And looking at the buy zone, you can see here there's the open. Here's where price closed on Friday. Right there you can see price is trying to come down, and you can see on the using the buy zone, there's the trigger right there, and boom, it paid off from the get-go. And you can see here the rat zone, red rat zone, green rat zone down here. Keep thinking maybe I should change that to dark green for those. Maybe I should just do it right here. I think that's the buy shade. Let's see. We want dark green, possibly. Does that look a little bit better? Green rat, red rat. Even though that is pink. And for those of you who like the pivots, and this week I'm going to put out a probably a couple videos on pivots, because I guess there's some other traders out there. I had come up with this future pivot point. I don't know, maybe somebody else did too, but I don't know about it. But now I hear it's being called ghost pivots. So like I said, I don't know if I can claim, it came to me. So I don't know if I can, it was original to me. Maybe somebody's done it before, I just didn't know about it. But it seems like there's some other people jumping on the future pivot point bandwagon, and they're calling it ghost pivots. It's not that important, but I just find that very interesting, to say the least. And moving on, simple price action, higher highs, lower lows. There's you can see it here, which way to trade. And then we're looking at the 5 lines from yesterday, or the previous session, which would have been Friday. There's your high, there's the midpoint. You can see price here went down, touched it, and down. So just trading the line, the candle color at the line. It's red at the line, you go short. Red at the line, you go short. Here was a green at the line, you go long. but knowing that there was this huge gap, there's no going long until you see that gap. The gap's actually way down here, but you see that gap close. So it wouldn't have been wise to take that long, especially after you see this. No. Usually when you see these, they usually like to fill. So, I mean, you can see it again here. And see it once again, these long tails at the bottom wicks, they just seem to like to fill eventually. And playing the wick zone, we were in the upper wick zone, we popped out, and the holo zone, well, once again, just straight from that first open, the weekly open, daily open, right there, boom. Now you see we had a lower open there, and there was a rise, it dipped back in. It looks like now we're going to push down and maybe get a new lower open for the day. And I wonder why this is still on the Japan. We were looking at the euro. The squigglies. What can I say? People still believe in these things just like they believe in lots of other things. What's that Stevie Wonder? Superstition. Believe in things you don't understand. Okay, something new. TROHL5. I had a trader ask me if I could do a weekly buy zone or weekly rat zone for him, and I wasn't quite sure what he meant. So then I got to thinking about it. So I think I know what he wants. He wanted the rat zone and the buy zone. So what I did was I modified the TROHL5 indicator, and I put a couple of things out there. And in fact, this is still under development. See, I call it offset. I should probably just call it the rat zone here, rat zone trigger, and then the buy zone trigger. So I'll probably wind up renaming these inputs, but I thought it was kind of a neat idea. So now basically you have the ability to do this on the weekly or the monthly. You can see you can shift here to daily, come down to the hour, and then but you tell it to use the week and it'll stay. So let's see, you got the weekly open here, and we got the weekly buy zone. And let me just double check something here. Okay, we've got the buy zone at 10. So you see here we've got that open at 69, so the buy trigger for the buy zone would have been at 79, which is, so far it's above the weekly high because the euro hasn't gone up. And then here's your trigger right here. Then for the rat zone, you can see here you've got the red rat zone right here, 20 pips from the high, and then you've got the green rat zone here, 20 pips from the low. So that's all now in one handy dandy indicator. Why I didn't think of that before? I guess because I already wrote the other indicators and I didn't need it, but this just puts it all in that one indicator. I'm telling you, this TROHL5 indicator is kind of being a monster. And once again, Kreslik.com is down, so I haven't been able to post this in the new mother load. Hopefully it'll get up sometime soon. I guess the Google Cloud is just giving the website programmers, developers a real fit, getting it to accept the new security certificate. So that's out of my hands. I was thinking maybe I could post the code on my the Rumpled One Never Lose Again Facebook group page, because I do have the ability to upload files there. So I'm thinking, if Kreslik doesn't come online sometime soon, then I'll have to post it there. And the guy that made the suggestion, I've already sent him a copy, and he seems to be happy with it. So, that's good. And no donation required on this one. Some people just seem to be so concerned that I accept donations, and I just don't know why they seem to be bothered. Maybe they think I'm, hopefully I am, eating their lunch by giving out free indicators and trading ideas and methods. Or, if you like if you like my work and you make a donation, then I send out, the donational indicators, which are really just a thank you for supporting me. So that's why I do what I do. But once again, this indicator, very simple. You've got all these lines here that tell you what you need to know. You got your high, you got your open, you've got your sell zone, buy zone, your red rat, green rat trigger lines, so you know what to do. Once again, it's early for the week. We can look at the beast, because usually there's some movement on the beast, but you can see here really not that much range movement. And I didn't put the magnified market price up there, because this was just my testing template, so I just wanted to have this one indicator on there along with the buttons, just to make sure things were right. See, we're back with the euro, and it works. You can do it on all the time frames there. So looking at the 1 minute, and it can go all the way up to the monthly, but then of course things get kind of crunched when you do a weekly on the month. But daily, because I think he said he wanted to do H4 using weekly, but just to be thoughtful, remember, see, these charts are nothing but data compression. As you go down here, you're getting less data compression. But, the price is still the same on all the charts. And, the only true chart is that one tick chart. This is the true chart. The tick chart. That's it. And everything else, all these other charts, these are ticks compressed into 1 minute. Ticks compressed into 5 minutes, 15, 30, an hour, 4 hours, a day, a week, and a month. But as I said, this is the only true chart, the tick chart. So, that's just the facts. And some people understand that, and some people still don't understand that. But that's okay. But you can look at these, these lines, and you can see here, we opened, went up, went down, came back. Price tried to get here, but it fell back through. And if you come all the way down to the 1 minute, so you can see it right there. The price action around that open. And so what's that telling you right there? See? Lower high, lower high. Like right here, we got a higher low. Price went up a few pips. It happens. See? What's this? That is a lower high. That's a lower high, lower high. What's happening here? Lower lows. This is the stuff that they teach. But anyway, fellow traders, just remember one thing. It's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off to go drain the banks.